You got a nice suit. It's a good-looking suit. Ready for the show. Oh, here we are. Me and the bobblehead. Another episode of The American Dream, and we're going to have some fun today. Today is going to be a best of show. What that means is over the course of January, we are going all across the country featuring the best cities, all the real estate, the lifestyle, showcasing what makes your city amazing and collectively what makes this country great. So today, we're going to pick out some segments that we felt were the best of the American Dream in January. Here we go. We're going to be lining up New York City, Vegas, California, Miami, bringing it all together to showcase the cool lifestyles, stories that really do empower the American Dream. Let's get this going. You ready? Let's do this? Okay, let's start the American Dream right now.
Hello, American Dream.
Welcome to Hidden Bay.
Welcome to Tribeca.
Austin, Texas.
Lone Tree, Colorado.
Welcome to Crown Heights.
In Bridgeland.
In Seattle. Celebration, Florida.
San Antonio Riverwalk.
Tempe, Arizona.
Sunny Isles Beach.
Washington, D.C.
Pike and Rose. Mason, Ohio.
I'm in Louise.
This is my American dream.
We do it in the spirit of going against the grain of the negative media, giving inspiring information, and having people walk away from our show with something of value.
You're seeing a disruption in both the real estate and the mortgage space.
A lot of people are just not willing to put in the work.
What video does is that it demands an emotional response.
You know what I love about the show? It's totally unscripted.
All right, today's first segment of our best of, I know it's cold all across the country. Don't worry, we're going to warm you up here. A vacation cocktail. We're going to San Clemente, beautiful part of California, to bring you our very first segment here on The American Dream. Let's go check it out.
Hey everybody, it's Ryon Schramm. On today's episode of The American Dream, I'm in downtown San Clemente. So often people ask me, Ryon, what makes San Clemente so special? The first thing I do when somebody asks me that is I send them downtown, check out Avenida Del Mar, go through some of the shops that are here, go check out the pier, and then finally go get dinner at one of my favorite restaurants. I'm so happy that we get to go sit down at the Vine with one of my good friends, Gabe. He's gonna show us what makes the restaurant so special. He's gonna mix up a cocktail. I can't wait for you guys to experience. Let's go check out the Vine. Follow me. So Gabe, anytime I get an entree or a cocktail at the Vine, I'm always so impressed by how well it's garnished. We're standing here in your guys' garden. What are you guys growing back here?
As right now, we have a pomegranate tree. There's a few pomegranates still on here. Like anything, we're blessed to have a chef who actually has the green thumb. Like anything, I think you've mentioned a few times your wife likes a couple of these blue basils in her cocktail, so it makes it kind of fun. It's not never one, we'll just say that.
Exactly.
Well, let's go have one.
All right, sounds good. So Gabe, one of the things with the Vine I always notice is that I'm not coming here for just a quick meal. This is an experience.
Here at the Vine, we want to make every person feel like you're one of our best friends.
You know, a signature cocktail that you recommend. What are you making up here?
Basil Gimlet. So we took fresh from the garden, a little flour, threw it on top, fresh basil from the garden as well, a little lime juice, and I threw in a little tequila because let's make it fun. So it's a tequila basil Gimlet.
Awesome, it's beautiful.
You might as well have a sip.
Right on, thank you. So Gabe, what room are we in now?
So this is actually the wine room, also known as 203.
So you've got 4, now 5 partners that make up your restaurant group. How did you guys all come together?
3 of us met at Outback, and then we met Jared, and we bought this restaurant from Justin and Doreen Monson. We came together and we tried to build this group what it is, and some of us have known each other for over 16 years. So it's a really cool group of guys that just want to give the blessing out to you guys.
I can't thank you guys enough for having us here. You have an amazing restaurant and can't wish you anything but the best. Thank you.
Hey, anytime, it's always a pleasure.
It really is. I love this restaurant. Thank you guys so much for joining me on today's episode of The American Dream, where we checked out the Vine. Just an awesome restaurant to come to for a great meal, cocktails, and to find out the true lifestyle that San Clemente has to offer. Thanks so much, and look forward to seeing you on the next episode of The American Dream. Take care.
Las Vegas, Sin City. Now, I know when we think of Vegas, we think of the Strip, we think of the casinos, we think of all the great shows and how much fun it is. And let's not forget, you know, the nightlife. It's pretty fun. However, what you didn't know is what happens 45 minutes outside of Vegas. Did you know there are 400 miles worth of skiing just outside of town? You may not know that. So we're going to take you on a little tour with a best of segment out of Las Vegas, showing you some skiing. Let's go check it out right now.
Bill Gaylord here with the American Dream. We're at Mount Charleston, 45 minutes from Las Vegas. We're here with two power players of Las Vegas, Jillian Batchelor, Daryl Hanna, Batchelor Hanna Group, amazing realtors, and they're going to tell us all about what's going on up in this area, 45 minutes from Las Vegas.
Today, we're up in Mount Charleston, and we want to show you what Mount Charleston is all about. Only a 45-minute drive from the Las Vegas Strip, so you can't go wrong coming up here, up the hill, to these snowy mountains.
I bet you the people don't even realize there's over 400 skiable miles here in Lee Canyon.
And that's why we love it, because I love to race you. I just love the ambiance up here. It's completely different than anything else the city has to offer.
Absolutely. Well, let's go hit the slopes.
Let's race. Now let's check out the newly rebranded hotel up in Mount Charleston that was over 100 years old that is now called The Retreat at Canyon Peak.
This 62 guest room hotel includes suites, 2 separate wedding venues, including a newly renovated Canyon restaurant.
What I love about this hotel, Daryl, is that it's so romantic. There are balconies off of every room. There are suites that you can stay in. Every room has a roaring real wood fireplace.
Wow.
And you can stay in the bridal suite and the presidential suite.
Absolutely. I love coming up here in the summer just to get away from it all. You know, it gets so hot in Las Vegas, so coming up here with my family, hiking, just tooling around, it's awesome.
And I love to come up here and have a nice hot glass of cocoa or warm apple cider. Now let's go check out some wonderful real estate.
Let's go.
Come and check out this beautiful log cabin home. Follow me. This stunning home boasts over 4,400 square feet of living space on 3 levels with 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, a formal great room, a formal living room, and an eat-in nook. This fantastic property, from wood beams to wood floors in this great room concept, has amazing picture windows. I mean, this view is just to die for. You're drawn into this beautiful kitchen with this amazing island, granite countertops, Viking appliances, a copper custom sink, dual ovens, and your built-in refrigerator. Behind you, you have your living room, and you have this amazing breakfast nook. This was custom designed for this house to have overhang so you could see every bit of the mountains here with the snowfall right behind you and a custom deck on our side here. This is just amazing.
This amazing cabin is one of a kind. I've always wanted to own a cabin up here at Mount Charleston for these obvious reasons. The view behind me, the open beamed construction of this property is just unbelievable. So we have here standalone soaking tub, lots of space. Obviously, again, the open beams in the ceiling run through just like it does in the ceiling in the master. But We're gonna save the best for last. Follow me, let's go see what Jillian's doing.
Is this not simply breathtaking?
Like I said, the best for last.
And what's amazing about this property too is you're on nearly an acre, but you're high enough up that you oversee everything.
30 minutes away and you can have snow.
In Las Vegas, that's incredible, right? So that's all we have for you today. Thank you for spending the afternoon with us here. It's snowy Mount Charleston. Hopefully we'll see you on the slopes.
Have a great day.
That's a wrap. Hey, Daryl.
Oh. All right, what you might not know, as the executive show producer and the creator of The American Dream, myself here, we started the show a few years ago. And what we did is we flew all across the country and we met with the elite top realtors in every city. The reason we did that is we wanted to have a national show that combated negative media by showcasing all the crazy and cool and amazing stories out of the different cities of the United States. What you might not know is this is the only national show that gives you local market expertise. So in those travels, I met with the best realtors, those award winners, to showcase and help you understand what's happening in your own backyard. Let's go check out a local segment of your city right now.
Hey guys, Tommy Pistana with the Pistana Group and Compass. I'm super excited today. We are headed to Dallas to take a look at one of our new listings in Uptown, one of my favorite spots in Dallas. We're gonna get a chance to see a lot of the area as well as take a tour of this amazing condo. So let's go check it out. Welcome to Uptown, what I consider the heart of Dallas. I had the fortunate opportunity to spend a few years here after college, living down here. I met my wife down here. We had our first date right across the street here. So I am deeply invested in this area. You know, you're minutes, seconds from McKinney Avenue, where there's bars, restaurants, shops, entertainment. You can take a quick Uber to go catch a Dallas Mavericks game at the American Airlines Center, or you could walk right across the street to Clyde Warren Park. This area has it all. Welcome to Unit 702 at the Montaigne Building. Now, how do you like that for private elevator access? Here we are entering the kitchen. One of my favorite features is this long bar here that would be perfect for entertaining, perfect for putting breakfast out in the morning. You know, you also have granite countertops, stainless appliances, and double ovens, and also the built-in wine fridge. If you have a serious shoe game or fashion game, this is the closet for you. I mean, check this out. Not only do we feature a custom closet in the master, but we also have another custom closet in the secondary bedroom. At just under 2,200 square feet, this 2-bedroom, 2.5 bath condo unit has a lot to offer. The private garage access, the concierge service, open concept kitchen. There is just so much in this building, and being located in the heart of Dallas, you can't ask for more in this price point. But there's one more thing that I want to show you, and I've saved the best for last. So let's go take a look. Oh, you caught me. I was taking a quick selfie. I mean, how can't you with that view? Check that out. Now, there's a lot of condos on the market in this area, but can you find a view like that of downtown Dallas? You cannot. Now that is my American dream. Hey guys, I had a lot of fun today. I want to thank you for spending the day with me and seeing this amazing condo in Uptown. Now back to you in the studio.
All right, the next Best Of segment comes to you from the Big Apple, New York City. New York has a really special place in my heart. When I was 21 years old, I worked for MTV in Times Square. So to be able to go back there, such an honor for this show. And you're going to love this segment here with Louise Phillips Forbes. She's going to take us to Sutton Place, where Marilyn Monroe used to hang out. Let's go check out the next segment of the American Dream Best Of right now.
Today, we're going to tour Sutton Place, which is an enclave within Midtown East. Sutton Place reminds me of the movie Wall Street. That's where the real estate broker showed Bud Fox the real estate once Bud Fox started to make some money. Today, we're going to get the 2019 version of Sutton Place from Louise Phillips Forbes of Halstead Real Estate.
Okay guys, anyone who knows me knows that there are two things in my world that I love, and I start my day every time I can by getting my mind, body, and soul right, and starting with Soul Cycle. I just finished an amazing class, just got dolled up, and we're gonna hop next door for my second favorite thing, which is a great cup of joe. As promised, only a few quick steps. Brooklyn Diamond Coffee is right next door. But as a girl from Nashville, Tennessee, I like to make New York City, the big city it is, small. Check out this small spot. Come on. Do you see what I mean? A small spot? For a girl from Tennessee, I needed to make it small, but only Brooklyn Diamond Coffee. When you have stupendous coffee, you don't need a lot of space. 10 by 13 is it. I'm super excited to be sharing one of my favorite parts of old New York, Sutton Place, located in Midtown East all the way to the river and rich with history. Attracting initially the iconic banking family of the Morgans and the Vanderbilts, who built their ginormous mansions dangling over East River. It ushered in a whole masterful architecture like One Sutton Place South and the River House, attracting the likes of Joan Crawford, Bill Blass, iconic architect I.M. Pei. Marilyn Monroe and playwright Arthur Miller used to have lavish parties with Gary Grant and Bobby Short providing entertainment just right here on this street, on 57th Street. Now we're going to go take a sneak peek at 333 East 57th Street, and you'll see how people live today with yesterday's architecture. East 57th Street is a perfect example of what the Roaring 20s architecture brought us. This classic 9-room home over 3,000 square feet for less than $3.5 million. But take a look at the details. A 27-foot by 15-foot living room anchored by a magnificent fireplace. It sets the stage for the rest of the home. This home, and most homes, the kitchen is always my favorite. It's the heart of my house. But for anybody who's never seen what a $500,000 kitchen is, this is it. We're looking at it. Designed every inch by renowned British cabinet manufacturer Clive Christian. He anchors this whole room, which is the same scale as our living room, with this beautiful island, fully integrated with cabinetry and black granite countertops. You can enjoy it for your everyday living. Next to our magnificent kitchen is this elegant, beautiful formal dining room, which easily accommodates 12 or more people for a seated dinner. But the real showstopper of this room is this beautiful hand-painted mural depicting all 4 seasons on all 4 walls. An additional focal point is the Baccarat chandelier that for the right price, I could see if we can get it thrown in. They are 4 grand bedrooms, 2 of which are master suites, 4 bathrooms, 1 staff room, but the best part, they are 14 closets, 5 of which are walk-ins. It's a girl's best friend. Thanks for joining me on this tour of the Great Sutton Place in New York City. Till next time.
The American Dream was a show that was founded as a very entrepreneurial spirit, not owned by a network, commercial-free, unscripted, and we have a lot of fun. That's why I play with the bobblehead. But one thing I want you to know is as we bring you the show on a week-to-week basis, the things that we showcase to you, we've been to these cities. We've met these top realtors. We've gotten to know them, their story, and what makes them award-winning experts. So coming up next, we're going to showcase a top realtor in your market who's going to let you know what's happening in your city, the lifestyles, the real estate, the marketplace. Let's go check out what's happening in your own backyard right now.
And welcome back to The American Dream. I want to introduce back again Nina Bhanot. She is a top 20 realtor for RE/MAX in Texas. Nina, great to see you.
It's great to be back.
So Nina, it looks like you have a special guest joining us today. Would you like to do the introduction?
Yes, you know, when I'm working with a lot of buyers and sellers and living out here in Texas, the topic of roofs come up a lot. We have a lot of hailstorms down here, so our roofs become really important to us. So I thought I would bring on Neil Martin from Tarrant Roofing. I've been working with Neil for over 5 years. He's really an expert in the field and really knowledgeable to share some helpful information with us.
Thank you for the invitation, guys. Appreciate that.
So Neil, maybe you could start with telling us what are some of the major roofing systems that we see on a lot of the homes out here.
Absolutely. So your 3 basic components are composition roofing, which has various degrees and styles. And then you have metal roofing, which also has varying degrees and styles. And then you have some variation of slate and then a composite slate. So those are your basic 3 roofing types, and then you have varying degrees and grades within those segments.
So what is the typical life expectancy then of each of those different roofing styles?
Very good question. So you have, again, varying degrees within those systems. You would have like a low end on a shingle would be like 20 years, and then a higher end could be up to 50. Standing seam metal can last 50 years. Tile, slate, life expectancy on that is easily 50 years.
And I know I get a lot of homeowners who sometimes ask, what's the typical cost to replace your roof? Because, you know, we run into that a lot down here.
Absolutely. That's a really good question. So in the state of Texas, and obviously there's going to be some variation across the country, in the state of Texas, an average roof is about 45 to 50 squares, and a typical pitch is 812. So for a roof of that size, you're looking at about $12,000.
So a homeowner, though, can also file their claim through an insurance company. Isn't that correct?
That is correct. Absolutely, yes. And a good contractor will know how to help a homeowner navigate through that. It's actually a relatively confusing process, especially if someone has never been through it before. So you really want to make sure you find someone that can help you navigate through that scenario.
And then, you know, because we get a lot of hailstorms that we get throughout the year, when would you suggest would be the best time to actually go ahead and replace your roof if it needs replacing?
Yeah, that's another good question that comes up a lot. With a composition roof, you have layers that's how the shingle is constructed. You'll have a bottom layer of asphalt, and then you have a mat, which is generally a fiberglass, and then you will have another layer of asphalt, and then you have a crushed dyed rock aggregate granule on top. In the summertime, the heat makes the asphalt very warm, and so when people are walking on it, especially on a steeper pitch, what'll happen is it'll peel the granules off, and you'll get what we call footfall or foot traffic, and it diminishes the lifespan of the shingles. So you want to try to stay away from installing a roof, especially on a real steep pitch in the hot summer months. Probably your best time to put on a composition roof would be in the fall or in the spring. With other roofing systems, it's less critical in timing because they don't have the asphalt that overheats.
Okay.
So how do you...
And then...
Sorry, go ahead, Nina.
No, I was going to just ask, a lot of times over here after a hailstorm, we get a lot of people knocking our door and a lot of flyers and people telling us, they're the best roofing contractor out there. How does a homeowner actually choose a good, reputable roofing company?
That is probably the best question of the day right there. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you're dealing with a company that has been in business for a long time. You want some stability and some length of service. Get some referrals. Talk to other people that have used them. Check out the BBB, Angie's List, Yelp, whatever your favorite social media aspect is, wherever you normally go to look up things before you make a major purchase. This is the biggest investment you make in your life. You want to make sure that you have somebody on your roof that you can trust, that knows what they're doing. So make sure you look for those things, talk to other people, ask for references. And another really, really key point is to make sure that you educate yourself in this and make sure that they're pulling a permit. Almost every city does require a permit, and you can always call the city and ask them if they do require it. There are a very few that don't, but most do. Make sure they're pulling a permit, because that means somebody else is going to be inspecting that roof besides that roofer who did the work to make sure that their work is up to spec.
But Neil, I just want to ask you one other question here. Homeowners typically are not roofing experts. They don't really know what to look for. How do we know when a roof should be replaced or even repaired?
That's a very good question too. And I'm going to kind of tie that back to the previous question when you asked about how to find a good contractor. Having the right person on your roof, they can identify when a roof needs to be replaced or when it just needs to be repaired, whether that replacement is based on storm-related damages or if it's just wear and tear and age.
Okay, great. Fantastic information. Nina, Neil, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, I hope you enjoyed today's show. We had a lot of fun putting it together, those best of segments out of the month of January. Here's what's going to happen coming up. The American Dream is a show that combats negative media. We have no network that owns us. We're commercial free, we're unscripted, and all we're really trying to do is show you that we live in the greatest country on the planet by reflecting your stories, your cities, your lifestyles back to you and featuring some of the best experts in your local marketplace. We're having a lot of fun doing it. You inspire us. Thank you so much. Cheers to your American Dream, and we'll see you next week.